To the organizers of this conference, technical review, and panel committee, our fellow participants and presenters, good day. I, Noelyn M. De Jesus, along with my co-author, Dr. Lorissa Joana Buenas, we are from the Batangas State University ARASOF-Nasugbu campus, and we would like to present to you our institutional research entitled MET, Monitoring and Evaluation System of Target Extension Services Programs, Activities, and Projects with Geospatial Mapping Technology. In this presentation, we'll talk about on how we came up to the idea, then introduce the concepts, discuss the methods and results, and finally, drawing the conclusions and providing recommendations.
According to the International Organization for Standardization, or ISO, management system is the way in which an organization manages the interrelated parts of its business in order to achieve its objectives. Managing an institution and bringing together departments and campuses to achieve the vision and quality objectives are always a big challenge for the university management. Providing universities with high technology, enabled and automation tools to support the administrative decision-making processes enable them to achieve their objectives. And for an institution to succeed in its everyday tasks, it should cope up with the emerging and modernized management services constituted, among others, by cloud, mobile, and business analytics technology. With this, the institution's operations and management efficiency is ensured.
Higher education institutions like the Batangas State University are mandated to render extension services hand in hand with instruction, research, and production. This is in recognition of the vital role colleges and universities play in the development of communities, especially the underserved and the depressed.
The researchers conducted interview with the college extension coordinators or extension services staff and observation of monitoring and evaluation processes in the said unit is undertaken. Based on the observation and consultation, the following are the issues and challenges were encountered by the Extension Services Task Force in terms of monitoring the target and actual accomplishment of extension PAPs. First, tracking the progress of projects and deadlines. The progress of projects and deadlines, outputs and outcomes are done manually and time-consuming. And second, monitoring report of target and actual accomplishments are not readily available when needed. Lastly, consolidation of university-wide major final outputs with performance indicators are done manually and prone to human error.
There were also issues and challenges in the evaluation process in extension services such as a lot of paper is needlessly wasted in the traditional evaluation process. Next, time-consuming and introduces the possibility of human error in data entry and tallying of records that will result to an inaccurate evaluation result. And last, delay of creation and consolidation of evaluation reports.
And to effectively address those issues and challenges encountered by the Extension Services Task Force, the researchers came up with a study of creating a system that will facilitate extension services monitoring and evaluation. That is the monitoring and evaluation of target extension programs, activities and projects or PAPs with geospatial mapping technology or simply called as MET.
The study aimed to develop MET, monitoring and evaluation system of target extension services programs, activities, and projects with geospatial mapping technology. Specifically, the study sought to answer the following. To pass in the technical evaluation of the account, evaluation, and monitoring modules of the developed system by a software quality assurance specialist. Second, to measure the level of satisfaction of the respondents on the traditional evaluation and monitoring process in terms of efficiency, functionality, reliability, usability, and security. Third, to assess the level of satisfaction of the respondents on the developed system in terms of efficiency, functionality, reliability, usability, and security. Fourth, to measure the level of acceptance of the respondents on the mobile application in terms of ease of use and usefulness. And last, to determine the significant difference between the traditional and the developed system.
Monitoring and evaluation of target extension program activities and projects with geospatial mapping technology, or simply called as MET, has a decision support system where effectiveness of the extension programs can be measured and monitored through strategic and executive dashboards. The major business in processes in extension services that the system is focused on are the following. First is monitoring of target and actual accomplishment of extension programs, activities, and projects. And next is evaluation of extension programs, activities, and projects.
Another special feature and the highlight of the developed system is the geospatial mapping technology. This is useful for monitoring the implemented extension services projects of the institution. Where geospatial mapping the development project to understand its geographical footprint, which will help the Extension Services Task Force to gauge patterns and develop deeper understandings of their target audience or beneficiaries. With these emerging technologies, the university can view and monitor its extension services performance in real time to ensure effectiveness and quality of services to the community.
For the methodology of the study, the researchers used descriptive developmental method of research. This proper method focused on identifying conditions and present practices as they exist at the time of research. The researchers verified that the developed system based on process-driven development. In addition, the researchers were interested in determining how the respondents assess the developed system in terms of efficiency, functionality, reliability, usability, and security with the use of a survey questionnaire. Development research was utilized because the study further focused on the development of MET, or Monitoring and Evaluating System of Target Extension Programs, Activities, and Projects with Geospatial Mapping Technology.
Defining the features and functions of the developed system, the researchers ensures that it will meet the requirements needed by the end users. And focusing on the main objective of the study, which is to develop a system prototype, includes the implementation of the following technologies: VS Code as the code editor in building and debugging web applications, Android Studio as the integrated development environment for the app development, Flutter as for the framework of the app, and Dart for the programming language, and last, the QGIS for the geospatial mapping.
Now we will discuss with you the results of the study. The study yielded the following findings relative to the specific questions cited and the objectives of the study. First, the technical evaluation of the software quality assurance specialist on the developed system in terms of account module, evaluation module, and monitoring module was passed. Second, the level of satisfaction of the respondents of the traditional monitoring and evaluation processes in extension was moderately satisfied in terms of efficiency, functionality, reliability, usability, and security. Third, the level of satisfaction of the respondents on the developed system was highly satisfied in terms of efficiency, functionality, reliability, usability, and security. Fourth, the level of acceptance of the extension evaluators on the mobile application was highly acceptable in terms of ease of use and usefulness. And lastly, there is a significant difference between the traditional and the developed system.
We were able to achieve the study's 5 main objectives. First, the develop monitoring and evaluation of target extension services POPs with geospatial mapping is confirmed to be fully functional and pass the quality software criteria. Second, the traditional system can still be improved to support the needs of the Extension Services Task Force and the training participants. Third, the researcher concluded that the evaluation of the respondents on the developed system was highly satisfied. Evidently, there is no item on the evaluation that earned unsatisfied marks. Further, it is concluded that the respondents were very satisfied with the features of the new system and agreed that the system was more efficient, functional, reliable, usable, and secured. Fourth, the mobile application has met the expectations of the respondents as proven in the evaluation. It satisfied the requirements expected by the users and can be a good tool in easily evaluating the extension projects of the university. Lastly, there is a significant difference between the traditional and the developed system of extension services monitoring and evaluation with geospatial mapping, which is depicted that the developed system is indeed feasible for implementation and more effective than the traditional operations in the extension services.
Based on the findings and conclusions, the following recommendations were drawn. First is to continuously maintain or improve the quality of the developed system. It is advised to undergo a periodic technical evaluation upon deployment to effectively deliver its required functionalities. Second, a computerized system can be introduced to facilitate and improve the traditional monitoring and evaluation of extension services. Third, future researchers can also try other areas or parameters in determining the level of satisfaction of the developed system. Fourth, to fully support the functionality of the said tool, development of a mobile application that can run across different mobile platforms is recommended. Fifth, adoption and implementation of the developed system is suggested as an alternative way of monitoring and evaluating the university extension projects. And lastly, integration of other features which is necessary in order to provide a complete system that guarantees quality services to the community and to the respective extension services unit. And that's it. Thank you all for listening. Have a nice day and stay safe, everyone. God bless.